Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dīnabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vansha Kalpatarubhyascha Prabha Sindhu Bhaivacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paścatya Deshatarine. Hare Krishna. Today is a very, very auspicious day, the disappearance day of Srila Rupa Goswami. Srila Rupa Goswami is the foremost followers of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In fact, the Pranam mantra of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that we recite is given to us by Srila Rupa Goswami. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prem Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaur Goswami. So it is Srila Rupa Goswami who gave us the real identity of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And the contribution of Srila Rupa Goswami in our practice of devotional service is very, very formidable. And every day we recite the invocation, the Pranam mantra, Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam. And Rupa Goswami is also known for establishing the mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this universe. Sri Chaitanya Mahamano Vishtam Stapitam Yenam Bhutale. That is also done by Srila Rupa Goswami. So Srila Rupa Goswami, he gave us the definition of pure devotional service. What is the definition of pure devotional service that all the Vaishnavas follow? It is also given to us by Srila Rupa Goswami. What is the definition of pure devotional service? No one is answering. Rana Prabhu, what is the definition given by Srila Rupa Goswami of pure devotional service?
Don't know, Prabhuji.
If we don't know, then what are we doing in devotional life? Very simple. There is one definition of Srila Rupa Goswami, the prominent definition of pure devotional service. Ravindra Prabhu? These are the principles of bhakti, the pure bhakti which is given by Srila Rupa Goswami. Anya Vilashita Shunyam. You don't know Anya Vilashita Shunyam? Yes, Prabhu. Jnana Karmadi Anavritam. So Srila Rupa Goswami is known as the Rasacharya. He is the Rasa Tattvacharya. That Vraj Prem, which Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had wanted to give, that Vraj Prem was manifested first in the heart of Srila Rupa Goswami. Shri Rup Dwara Vraj Premera Rasa Leela. That Vraj Prema Leela that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to propagate, he manifested through the writings of Srila Rupa Goswami. So today we remember Srila Rupa Goswami. He also gave us the Govind Dev Ji deity. The deity which is of the Abhideya Tattva, of how to perform and practice devotional service. That is the Abhideya. And also today is the disappearance of Srila Gauridas Pandit. He is one of the associates of Nityanand Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is Subal Sakha. That Subal Sakha in Vrajalila, he appeared as Gauridas Pandit. And so intimate was Gauridas Pandit with Lord Chaitanya and Nityanand Prabhu that the first deity form that was carved by Gauridas Pandit, and it is exactly the same of what God had was. Very, very unique. And both the deities, they could talk, they could walk. And Gauridas Pandit used to feed them every day. Okay, so but we will continue with our study of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, remembering these great acharyas, how much Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami were absorbed in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Nana Shastra Vicharane Kanipano Shad Dharma Sansthapatam Lokanam Hitakarane. So for the benefit of the three world, people of the three world, so these Goswamis, these acharyas appeared. Okay, so we are in the second chapter of the 10th canto, which is entitled The Prayers by the Demigod. And so far we have covered first 6 verses. And we saw that how Kamsa's atrocities toward all others is increasing. And most of the kings, the rulers, they were leaving their places and going to take some other shelters. So I'll take up with this 6th verse. He has already killed the first 6 child born of Devaki. And further, so I'm taking the 6th verse again to continue. Bhagavan api vishvatma viditva kamsa jambhayam yadunam nijanathana yogamayam samadhisha. To protect the Yadus, his personal devotees, from Kamsa's attack, the personality of Godhead Vishvatma, the supreme soul of everyone, ordered Yogamaya as follows. The word Bhagwan api Vishvatma viditva kamsajam bhayam are commented upon by Srila Sanatana Goswami. Bhagwan Swayam is Krishna, Krishna is to Bhagwan Swayam. He is Vishvatma, the original super soul of everyone. Because his plenary portion expands as the super soul. Vishvatma means the super soul. Vishwa means the universe and Atma means the soul. So he is the super soul or the super soul or the soul of the universe. That is the super soul. Because his plenary portion expands as the super soul. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 13.3. Kshetrajam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. Lord Krishna is the Kshetrajna or super soul of all living entities. He is the original source of all expansion of the personality of Godhead. There are hundreds and thousands of plenary expansions of Vishnu, such as Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Anirudh, and Vasudev. But here in this material world, the Vishvatma, the super soul for all living entities, is Shirodakshayi Vishnu, or Paramatma as we call him. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 1861, Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hidadeshe Arjuna Tishtati. The Supreme Lord is situated in the heart of all living entities, O Arjuna. Krishna is actually Vishwatma by his plenary expansion as Vishnu Tat. Yet because of his affection for his devotee, he acts as super soul to give them directions. Sarvasya chaham hridaya sannivishtu matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. Bhagavad Gita 15:15. The affairs of the super soul pertains to Shirodakshayi Vishnu. But Krishna took compassion on Devaki, his devotee, because he understood her fear of Kamsa's persecution. A pure devotee is always fearful of material existence. No one knows what will happen next. For one may have to change his body at any moment. Tatha deyantar praptis. Bhagavad Gita 2:30. Knowing this fact, a pure devotee acts in such a way that he will not have his life spoiled by being obliged to accept another body and undergo the tribulations of material existence. This is bhayam or fear. Bhayam dvitiya abhivinnesha swayat. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 11:237. This fear is due to material existence. Properly speaking, everyone should always be alert and fearful of material existence. But although everyone is prone to be affected by the ignorance of material existence, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is always alert to the protection of his devotees. Krishna is so kind and affectionate towards his devotees that he helps them by giving them the intelligence by which to exist in this material world without forgetting him even for a moment. The Lord says, Tesham eva nukampartham aham jnana jamtamha nashayamiyat bhavasto jnanadipena bhasvata. To show them special mercy, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. The word yoga means link. Any system of yoga is an attempt to reconnect our broken relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There are different types of yoga, of which Bhakti Yoga is the best. The other yoga system must undergo various processes before attaining perfection. But Bhakti Yoga is direct. The Lord says in Bhagavad Gita 6:47, Yoginam api sarvesham madgatena antaratmana shraddhavam bhajate yomam samayukta tamomata. Of all yogis, the one with great faith, who always abides in me, thinks of me within himself, and renders transcendental loving service to me. He is the most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. That is my opinion. For the Bhakti Yogi, a human body is guaranteed in the next existence. As stated by Lord Krishna, Suchinam Śrīmatam Gehe Yoga Bhrashto Vijayato. Yog Maya is the spiritual potency of the Lord. Out of affection for his devotees, the Lord always stays in spiritual touch with them. Although otherwise, his Maya potency is so strong that she bewilders even exalted demigod like Brahma. Therefore, the Lord potency is called Yoga Maya. Since the Lord is Vishwatma, he immediately ordered Yoga Maya to give protection to Devaki. So what is the instruction to Devaki for Yoga Maya? This is the next verse. Gaccha Devi Vrajam Bhadre Gopa Gobhir Alankritam Rohini Vasudevasya Bharyaste Nanda Gokule Anyascha Kamsa Samavigna Vivareshu Vasantihi. So the Lord ordered Yoga Maya, O my potency, who are worshipable for the entire world, and whose nature is to bestow good fortune upon all living entities. Go to Vraja, where there are many cowherd men and wives. In that very beautiful land, where many cows reside, Rohini, the wife of Vasudeva, is living in the house of Nanda Maharaj. Other wives of Vasudeva were also living there incognito because of fear of Kamsa. Please go there. So Prabhupada describes Gokul. Nanda Gokul, the residence of King Nanda, was itself very beautiful. And when Yogmaya was ordered to go there and encourage the devotees with fearlessness, it became even more beautiful and safe. Because Yogmaya had the ability to create such an atmosphere, the Lord ordered her to go to Nanda Gokul. Devakya jathare garbham sheshakyam dham mamakam tats sanikrisya rohiniya udare sanniveshaya. Within the womb of Devaki is my partial plenary expansion known as Sankarshan or Shesh. This is the seventh child in the womb of Mother Devaki. Without difficulty, transfer him into the womb of Rohini. That is why Balram is also known as Sankarshan, because he was dragged from the womb of Devaki to enter into the womb of Rohini. And how it happened, here it is being explained in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. On the instruction of Krishna, the Supreme Lord, Yogmaya did this. The first plenary expansion of Krishna is Baldev, also known as Shesh. The sixth incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead supports the entire universe. And the eternal mother of this incarnation is Mother Rohini. Because I am going into the womb of Devaki, the Lord told Yogmaya, the Shesha incarnation has already gone there and made suitable arrangements so that I may live there. Now he should enter the womb of Rohini, his eternal mother. In this connection, one may ask how the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is always situated transcendentally, could enter the womb of Devaki. Krishna says, Ajo apisan avyayatma. He is unborn. So how he enters into the womb of Devaki, which had previously been entered by 6 asuras, the Shat Garbhas. Does this mean that the Shat Garbhasuras were equal to the transcendental body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead? The following answer is given by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. The entire creation, as well as its individual parts, is an expansion of the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, even though the Lord enters the material world, he does not do so. This is explained by the Lord himself in Bhagavad Gita. Maya tatam idam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina pachstani sarva bhutani na chaham teshu avastita na chamatstani bhutani pashyame yoga aishwaryam bhuta brinna cha bhutasto Mamatma bhuva bhavana. By me in my unmanifested form, this entire creation is pervaded. By me in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. And yet everything that is created does not rest in me. Behold my mystic opulence. This is the opulence of the Lord. He says, all beings are in me, but I am not in them. Can anyone explain this statement? Krishna is saying, by me in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. So what is this unmanifest form where the entire universe is pervaded? All beings are in me, but I am not in them. Who can explain? We have discussed the 9th chapter. I'm just coming in 1 minute. Just think over it. This is from the 9th chapter, most confidential knowledge. Anyone remembers the 9th chapter? Attempt, we have discussed 9th chapter. By me in my unmanifest form, this entire universe is pervaded. Yes, Madan Swarup?
Prabhuji, Dhanota, by my unmanifested forms means Brahma Jyoti. The form of Brahma Jyoti is pervaded all over. And everybody emanates from him. So they are part and parcel of Lord, but Lord is not part and parcel of them.
A little more clarity.
He can't be perceived by our material senses.
That is his unmanifest form.
Yes, sir.
You cannot perceive the spiritual form. Okay, that is first part is okay. What was the second part? All living beings are in me, but I am not in them. What does it mean?
So when the material nature unmanifests, everything goes back into the Mahavishnu's body. So that everybody is part of them, but God remains aloof from all of them.
More clarity on this. Anyone else? All living beings are in me. What does it mean? And Krishna also says that, but I am not in them. Na chaham teshu avasthitam. Don't remember the 15th chapter? Gama vishya cha bhutani haryami ahamojasa pushnami chaushadhi sarva sumo bhutva rasatmaka. So Krishna enters into each and every universe, into each and every planet. And it stays in his orbit. So that means everything in this material creation is dependent on him. So all living beings are in me. Krishna, because Krishna is the cause. But as he said that I am not in them. Why? Because Krishna is aloof, he is detached. Krishna is detached completely from his creation. In this material existence, anyone who creates something, what he does, he becomes attached. Remember this is Paschima Yoga Aishwaryam. Krishna says, just behold my mystic opulence. Behold my mystic opulence. Although I am the maintainer of all living entities and although I am everywhere, I am not part of this cosmic manifestation. For myself is the very source of creation. That means that all beings are in me because he is the source of creation. Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahma. Everything is an expansion of Brahman, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yet everything is not the Supreme Godhead. And He is not everywhere. Everything rests upon Him, yet He does not rest upon Him. This can be explained only through the Achinta Bheda Bhed philosophy. Such truth cannot be understood, however, unless one is a pure devotee. This is the qualification. Such truth cannot be understood, however, unless one is a pure devotee. For the Lord said in Bhagavad Gita 18:55, Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yascha ashmi tattvata. One can understand His Supreme Personality as He is only by devotional service. Even though the Lord cannot be understood by ordinary persons, this principle should be understood from the statement of the Shastra. A pure devotee is always transcendently situated because of executing 9 different processes of Bhakti Yoga. Very important. How to be transcendently situated? Prabhupada is mentioning here, because of executing 9 different processes of Bhakti Yoga. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam. Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. 7:5:23. This, thus situated in devotional service, a devotee, although in the material world, is not in the material world. Yet a devotee always fears, because I am associated with the material world, so many contaminations affect me. Therefore, he is always alert in fear, which gradually diminishes his material association. Symbolically, Mother Devaki's constant fear of Kamsa was purifying her. A pure devotee should always fear material association. So, Prabhupada is saying that symbolically, Mother Devaki's constant fear of Kamsa was purifying her. A pure devotee should always fear material association. And in this way, all the asuras of material association will be killed. As the Sat Garbha asuras were killed by Kamsa. It is said that from the mind, Marichi appears. In the other word, Marichi is an incarnation of the mind. Marichi has 6 sons. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Lust, anger, greed, illusion, madness, and envy. The Supreme Personality of Godhead appears in pure devotional service. This is confirmed in the Vedas. Bhakter evanam darshyati. Only bhakti can bring one in contact with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared from the womb of Devaki, and therefore Devaki symbolically represents bhakti. And Kamsa symbolically represents material fear. When a pure devotee always fears material association, his real position of bhakti is manifested, and he naturally becomes uninterested in material enjoyment. When the 6 sons of Marichi were killed by such fear, and one is freed from material contamination within the room of bhakti, the Supreme Personality of Godhead appears. Thus, the 7th pregnancy of Devaki signifies the appearance of Supreme Personality of Godhead. After the 6 sons, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, and Matsarya are killed. The Shesh incarnation creates a suitable situation for the appearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In other words, when one awakens his natural Krishna consciousness, Lord Krishna appears. This is the explanation given by Srila Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur. So here, unless and until the Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, and Matsarya, the 6 anarthas or the asuras are killed, then appears the original spiritual master, Ananta Shesh, or Lord Bhagavan, to make the land or the heart fertile so that Krishna can appear. Ataham amsha bhagena devakaya putram shubhe prapashyami tvam yashodayam Nanda Patnyam Bhavishyasi. O all auspicious Yogmaya, I shall then appear with all my 6 opulences as the son of Devaki, and you will appear as the daughter of Mother Yashoda, the queen of Maharaj Nanda. The word Amsha Bhagena is important in this verse. In the Bhagavad Gita 10:42, the Lord says, Athva bahunaitena kim gyatena tavarjuna vishtabhyam mitam krishnam ekam shena stito jagat. But what need is there for all the detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I persuade and support this entire universe. Everything is situated as a part of the Supreme Lord's potency. In regard to Lord Krishna's appearance in the womb of Devaki, Brahma played a part also, because on the bank of the milk ocean, he requested the Supreme Personality of Godhead to appear. A part was also played by Baladev, the first expansion of Godhead. Similarly, Yogmaya, the appeared as the daughter of Mother Yashoda, also played a part. Thus, Jiva Tattva, Vishnu Tattva, and Shakti Tattva all are integrated with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And when Krishna appears, he appears with all his integrated parts. As explained in previous verses, Yogamaya was requested to attract Sankarshana, Baldev, from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini. In this way, a very heavy task for her. Yogamaya naturally could not see how it was possible for her to attract Sankarsana. Therefore, Krishna addressed her as Subhe, auspicious, and said, "Be blessed, take powers from me, and you will be able to do it." By the grace of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, anyone can do anything. For the Lord is present in everything, and things being his parts and parcel, Amsha Bhagena, and increasing or decreasing by his supreme will. Brahma was only 15 days older than Krishna. Balram was only 15 days older than Krishna. Sorry. Balram was only 15 days older than Krishna. Yeah. By the blessings of Krishna, Yogamaya became the daughter of Mother Yashoda, but by the supreme will, she was not able to enjoy the parental love of her father and mother. Krishna, however, although not actually born from the womb of Mother Yashoda, enjoyed the parental love of Mother Yashoda and Nanda. By the blessings of Krishna, Yogamaya was able to achieve the reputation of being the daughter of Mother Yashoda, who also became famous by the blessings of Krishna. Yashoda means one who gives fame. Yash. Archasyanti manusyasvam sarvakama vareshwarim rupo upara balibhi sarvakama varapradam. By sacrifices of animals, ordinary human beings will worship you gorgeously with various paraphernalia, because you are supreme in fulfilling the material desires of everyone. So this is Krishna ordering and blessing Yogamaya. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 7:20, Kamastesta hita jnana prapadyante anna devata. Those whose minds are distorted by material desires surrender unto demigods. Therefore, the word Manushya, meaning human beings, here refers to one who does not know the actual goal of life. Such a person wants to enjoy the material world by taking birth in a highly elevated family with the benefits of education, beauty, and immense wealth, which in this material world are desirable. One who has forgotten the real aim of life may worship Goddess Durga, Maya Shakti under various names for different purposes in different places. As there are many holy places for the worship of Krishna, there are also many holy places in India for the worship of Durga Devi or Maya Devi, who took birth as the daughter of Yashoda after cheating Kamsa. Maya Devi dispersed herself in various places, especially the Vindhyachal, to accept regular worship from ordinary men. A human being should actually be interested in understanding the Atma Tattva, the truth of the Atma, the spirit soul, the Paramatma, the super soul. Those who are interested in Atma Tattva worship, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Kasmin nu Bhagavan Vigyate Sarvam, Idam Vigyatam Bhavati Iti, Mundaka Upanishad 1.3. However, as explained in the next verse of this chapter, those who cannot understand Atma Tattva, Apashyatam Atma Tattvam, worship Yogamaya in her different features. Therefore, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 2.1.2 says, Shrotyadini Rajendra Nirnam Shanti Saharshasha Apashyetam Atma Tattvam Griheshu Grihmedinam. Those persons who are materially engrossed, being blind due to the knowledge of ultimate truth, have many subject matters for hearing in human society or earth. Those who are interested in remaining in this material world are not interested in spiritual salvation, have many duties. But one for who is interested in spiritual salvation, there is only duty in the surrender fully unto Krishna. Sarva dharmani parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. 18.66 Bhagavad Gita. Such a person is not interested in material enjoyments. Namadhyayani kurvanti thanani cha nara bhuvi durgeti bhadrakaliti vijaya vaishnavi chata kumuda chandika krishna madhavi kanyaketi cha maya narayana sami saradeti ambiketi cha. Lord Krishna blessed Maya Devi by saying, in different places on the surface of the earth, people will give you different names such as Durga, Bhadrakali, Vijaya, Vaishnavi, Kumuda, Chandika, Krishna, Madhvi, Kanyaka, Maya, Narayani, Ishani, Sharada, and Ambika. Because Krishna and his energy appeared simultaneously, people have generally formed two groups, the Shaktas and the Vaishnavas. And sometimes there is a rivalry between them. Essentially, those who are interested in material power, in material enjoyment, are Shaktas. And those interested in spiritual salvation and attaining the spiritual kingdom are Vaishnavas. Because people in general people are generally interested in material enjoyment. They are interested in worshipping Maya Devi, the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vaishnavas, however, are Shuddha Bhaktas, Shuddha Shakta, Prabhu says, or pure Bhaktas. Because the Hare Krishna Mahamantra indicates worship of the Supreme Lord's energy. A Vaishnava prays to the energy of the Lord for the opportunity to serve the Lord along with his spiritual energy. Thus, Vaishnavas all worship such deities as Radha Krishna, Sitaram, Lakshmi Narayan, and Rukmani Dwarkadish. Whereas Durga Shaktas worship the material energy under different names. The name by which Maya Devi is known in different places have been listed by Vallabhacharya as follows. In Varanasi, she is known as Durga. In Avanti, she is known as Bhadrakali. In Odisha, she is known as Vijaya. And in Kolhapur, she is known as Vaishnavi or Mahalakshmi. The representative of Mahalakshmi and Ambika are present in Mumbai. In the contrary, known as Kamarupa, she is known as Chandika. In northern state, India as Sharda. And in Cape Comorin, in Kanyaka, thus she is distributed according to the various names in various places. Srila Vijay Dhwaj Tirthpada in his Padma Ratnavali Tika has explained the meaning of different representations. Maya is known as Durga because she is approached with great difficulty, as Bhadra because she is all auspicious, and as Kali because she is the most powerful energy. She is known as Vijaya because she is the one of the different energies of Vishnu. She is known as Vaishnavi, and because she enjoys in this material world and gives facilities for natural enjoyment, she is known as Kumura. Because she is very severe to her enemies, the Asuras, which is known as Chandrika, and because she gives all sorts of material facilities, she is called Krishna. In this way, the material energy is differently named and situated in different places on the surface of the globe. So we see the details of the instruction which Krishna gave to Maya Devi or Yoga Maya. As we saw yesterday, it works both. For the non-devotees, it works as Maya Devi, and for the devotees, the same energy works as Yoga Maya, which brings Jiva closer to Krishna. I want to stop here. Any discussion? Any question or any doubt? So please ask. Yes, Manoram Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. In first chapter, as there are two different parts, Prabhuji, of Vishnu Maya, that Yoga Maya and Mahamaya. So here, Prabhuji, Yoga Maya is again called Maya Devi. So that is Mahamaya, Prabhuji, or something different? Means little confusion.
See, Krishna has principally three energies. What are the three energies of the Supreme Lord? Bahiranga Shakti, Antaranga Shakti, and Jiva Shakti. So, the potency which brings us nearer to Krishna is the Antaranga Shakti, which normally we call as Yoga Maya or Vishnu Maya or Vishnu Mayi. But the energy is only one, but it functions differently, as we discussed so much in the first chapter also in Prabhupada's purport. Prabhupada gives the example of the electrical energy and the expert electrician. He can use the same energy for getting heat also and for getting cold also. So when the Jiva, he wants to know Krishna or he wants to serve Krishna, he receives the influence of the shelter of the Antaranga Shakti, which brings the Jiva closer to Krishna. But when he wants to turn away his face from Krishna and want to enjoy the material world, then the Bahiranga Shakti works. Like you see the government, in the government there is a crime department, criminal department, the police department. What it does, it catches people and punishes them, put them behind bars. But also there is the health department or welfare department. So two different departments, but the government is the same. For those who are, so many times Prabhupada gives the example that for those who are law-abiding citizens, the education department, the health department will give them all support and cooperation. So he'll be under the influence of that energy. And when he commits crime, then the police department will be active. And you see, did you take notice of what I read? Who can understand this Achintya Bheda Vedtat? Simultaneous oneness and difference. It is inconceivable simultaneous oneness and difference. Who can understand it?
Your devotees.
Let him think.
Oh, sorry.
Only the Shanta Bhaktas or the pure devotees can understand it, how it is working. So what we have to do, if we want to get the full picture, then we have to become pure devotee. What it means to become pure devotee? Who is a pure devotee? Yes, Manoram Prabhu. How to become a pure devotee?
Following the instructions, superior instructions.
Vilashita Shunyam. Srila Rupa Goswami's disappearance day, he gave us the definition. Anya Vilashita Shunyam. Oneness and until one gives up all material motivations and desire. The process is by following the instructions of the lead. With these details, we will always remain confused whether this is Yoga Maya or Mahamaya. Krishna says to Arjuna, but don't worry, Mahatmanastu Mam Partha Devim Pragati Mashu. You are under the protection of my divine energy. But he told Arjuna, we can also feel, we can see when we are practicing nicely. So we see the influence of the spiritual energy. But most of the time, we are forgetful of Krishna and his interest. So the external energy, the illusionary energy is working on us. Okay, so it functions differently. It functions differently for different persons. Yeah. At least theoretically, accept it. Don't try to find the rational or logic. We cannot find it. We will fail to find it. That is why persons are very much required. Yes, Sonika?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Pranam. Prabhuji, on Avirbhav or Tirubhav days of Sad Goswami, any of Sad Goswami, we offer Puspanjali to all of them. Why?
Why not? Because they were all together. They are the 6 Goswamis. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted all of them. Normally you see that when we have the Shad Goswamis, but the day we have that today we have the disappearance of Srila Rupa Goswami. So Srila Rupa Goswami is given prominence on that day. But they are all worshipped together. And we follow the process of Acharyas. And who has given us this process of worshipping the 6 Goswamis together? Vande Rup Sanatano Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako. Who has given us this process of worshipping the 6 Goswamis together? Who has composed the Shad Goswami Ashtakam? Yes, Pranab.
Srinivas Acharya.
She was Srinivas Acharya. So if Acharyas are worshipping like that way, what we have to do? Mahajana yen gatasakanta. What the Mahajans are doing, what the Acharyas are doing, we have to follow.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay, I'll stop here. Thank you very much. And please try to keep little focus on preparing our heart, our consciousness for Krishna Janmāṣṭamī. As today also we read again, Prabhupada is mentioning that what is the process? Is the Navvidhi Bhakti given by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shravan Kirtan. Although it will be difficult because many services increase when Janmāṣṭamī appears. But this one service we should not miss. Hare Krishna, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Śrīla Rūpa Goswami Pād ki jai, Vidai God